got an interesting video today. I'm gonna talk about the. Oh, come on. I'm gonna talk about. I'll put it. Yeah, there we go. The recent Joaquin Buckley situation with him calling out Conor, which was a brilliant move on his part. One, Conor's probably not going back to lightweight. Let's be real here. No way he's making lightweight anymore. And none of the matches down there make sense. Well, Gaethje could make sense. There's the Holloway rematch. You know, and for the sake of argument, say he does win a couple fights, the Islam fight would sell, but that wouldn't be profitable. Not profitable, that's not the right word. It'd be insanely profitable. What am I saying? It would not be logical for the UFC to put him in there with a grappler, even though Michael Chandler is a grappler. With Joaquin Buckley, though, I don't think people realize how much potential this guy has. He's only 30, and if you saw my short from yesterday, he's on a 4-fight win streak, and before that he lost a couple fights and then won 2 in a row. But ever since moving to 170, he's undefeated. This guy, oh, dude, every video I get indigestion, I don't know what it is. Fuck, where was I? Holy shit, my ADHD, man. Yeah, Joaquin Buckley has been undefeated ever since he's been in welterweight. And you look at welterweight, it is stacked. Leon, Colby, Usman maybe, Bilal, Hamza could go back then, Sean Brady, Shavkat Rakhmonov. There are so many fighters in there that are even unranked who are legitimate killers. Ian Gary, obviously. But with Joaquin Buckley, I don't think the UFC sees how big of a star this guy can be. If you got the right hype around him, if you push him properly, and like the UFC is doing right now, set him up with easy fights you can win. Although his last fight, I didn't think that one was easy. You can do the Kevin Holland rematch, that'd be nice. But with Conor McGregor, what people don't realize is that he is at a stage now where he is a big money fight. He's not necessarily a contender. Now, if he wins a fight or two, he will jump up to a title fight. No doubt about that. But with Conor, you're just trying to put the best pay-per-view selling matches you can. Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier. Joaquin Buckley, I think, if the UFC properly pushes him and continues to put the right fights around him, this guy will be a star. He has the mic skills. He has the fight style. He has everything. He's jacked as shit. And, you know, I know DC was clowning on him. Chael was clowning him. The entire MMA fan base is clowning on this guy. When that Conor callout was fucking brilliant. Like, look, Conor is the biggest star in the sport. And if you're gonna make the argument, oh, he is a 145er. He hasn't been a 145er in over a fucking decade. Oh, he fights at lightweight. He's 1-3 at lightweight. He's 2-1 at welterweight. lightweight is a curse for Conor McGregor. Granted, the people who he fought at lightweight, Khabib and Dustin Poirier, Eddie Alvarez, that was a good one at the time. Look how that aged. He beat Cowboy. Yeah, good fight at the time. Look how that aged. Like, with Conor, you want to put him in fights where, and the chance of him losing, you will have a star to build up. Dustin Poirier, prime example. And the UFC is hoping that Dustin wins the title so Conor can win against Chandler. They can do the big title fight at the end of the year. But am I crazy here in thinking like Joaquin Buckley is the perfect opponent for Conor? A hot prospect, doesn't really grapple that much. Striker, talented striker. Um, he's turning into a big name. He knows how to sell a fight, like I said. Like everything about Joaquin Buckley screams a Conor fight. And here, let me pull up his record really quick. You may be saying too, oh, but he's only on a 4-fight win streak, and he was a streaky fighter. Uh, I could have sworn that Nate Diaz was a streaky fighter. He wasn't a needle mover until he fought Conor McGregor. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up here. Like, his record right now is fucking incredible. Okay, look at this dude. Rizviov, dominated him. Vicente Luque, knockout in the second round. Alex Morono, unanimous decision. Andre Fiallo, second round KO. Before that, Chris Curtis, KO. Nazardine Imavov, unanimous decision loss. Then a 3-fight win streak before that. And these 2 losses were at middleweight. These 4 fights are what he's been like in the welterweight division. KO, decision, KO, decision. Now, we go... Actually, is there a... Here. Nate. Yeah, I'll even show you. It is identical to Nate Diaz. Granted, Nate Diaz was a bona fide star even before he fought Conor. Like, let's just go through it. WEC, win, loss, 4-fight win streak, lost the title fight. Then he got a submission in the semi-final in the Ultimate Fighter. By the way, this guy built the Ultimate Fighter. Then what's this here? 6-fight win streak. 2 losses, 1 split decision. Holy shit, indigestion too. And you look at this too. He lost to Clay Guida in 2009. The same guy that had one of the greatest fights of all time. I don't know why I'm defending Nate Diaz now. But you look at this anyways. Wash, win, wash, win. Lost to Henderson, lost to Josh Thompson, win against Gray Maynard, lost against RDA, beat Michael Johnson, beat Conor. The decision loss to Conor in the second fight, beats Pettis, loses to Masvidal, nearly knocks out Edwards in the middle of that fight. Which, can you imagine if he won that fight? If he knocked out Leon Edwards and went and fought Usman? Like, again, Usman at that time was a absolute menace. Uh, he won 99% of the second Leon fight. And then the third fight happened. That was right. And then he submitted Tony Ferguson in 2022. Now, the difference with fucking Joaquin Buckley is that Diaz is 39 right now. When he fought Conor, that was in 2016, so that was 8 years ago, he was 31. Now if we go to Joaquin Buckley, once again, let's look at his, come on Google, age, he's 30 years old, so he's younger than Nate Diaz, and if they were to fight, when does he turn? Okay, so he turns 31 next year. So say hypothetically, he wins, like he gets this fight next year. Maybe he beats Ian Gary, Sean Brady would be a good fight for him. He beats all these guys, and then he gets a Conor fight. If Conor wins, he lost to a double champion, one of the biggest fighters of all time. If he wins that fight, you have a bona fide star. Like, this is what I don't get about Chael Sonnen coming out, DC coming out, and saying, oh, this is one of the dumbest callouts I've ever seen. He was getting booed by his hometown. Sorry. Any reaction from the crowd is a good reaction. Whether they are booing, whether they are cheering, the worst case scenario, they are dead fucking silent. And with Joaquin Buckley, every crowd loves him. He has that spinning kick knockout. He fucking dominated Buddy last Saturday. Like, the UFC would be really stupid not to see the potential in Joaquin Buckley. And again, too, I find the UFC, they will only get behind certain fighters. Like, they got behind Sean O'Malley, and that one worked out perfectly. They got behind Darren Till. That fucking blew up. Who else? I'm trying to think. You know, they didn't get behind Khabib until Khabib beat Conor, and then they pleaded with him to take the rematch with Conor, even though he fucking mollywopped Conor McGregor. There's no logical justification for Conor McGregor to get that rematch with Khabib without a win. If he beat, like, let's say for sake of argument, after he lost to Khabib, he came back, he fought Justin Gaethje, and he knocked out Gaethje. That right there, that sets up the rematch perfectly. Another Dominance MMA member, a highweight real machine, a top 5 lightweight contender for how many years? Like, this is what Conor should have done. And people think that Conor fighting a prospect or like a rising contender is a bad idea. It is a genius idea. Because what do you really get if you have him fight Colby Covington? Yes, big money fight right there. But Colby's on his way out. Um, let's see. You do Gaethje, like I said. Gaethje's falling off. Dustin Poirier, yeah, that fourth fight is still there. But outside of money, what does Dustin have to win in that case? He's only risking his number one contendership, and hopefully he wins that. He wins the Islam fight. Maybe if Conor wins the Chandler fight, you can convince us to book the Dustin fight, but it makes no sense. A win over Joaquin Buckley would not only shed light on one of the most talented welterweights there is right now, it would show something that we haven't seen from Conor since the early 2010s. Hunger, ambition, the willingness to fight a contender. If he blatantly disregards Buckley, Buckley goes on and continues to win all the fights he's been winning, and he puts together like an 8 fight win streak. By the time he gets to the title, it's too fucking late for that fight. I don't know. I think I kind of rambled on more than I needed to, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments on this fight. Do you agree with Daniel Cormier and Chael Sonnen and everybody else in the fight sphere right now, where it's a stupid call out? He was getting booed by his fucking hometown. Or are you like me in the fact that, holy shit, dude, that was 100 IQ play from a rising prospect looking to cement his name in the welterweight division? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, share, all that stuff, and peace.